today is a van work day. That concern is this top latch here on the rear Aluminess box. Basically, this one totally latches on both sides, but I'm having some issues on the other side that is preventing this top latch from fully securing. So really right now, this box is only secured by the bottom latch. We have the real life MacGyver here to help us out with this one this morning. Look at this piece here compared to that. And so what he said is we loosen these and we shift the bracket
the whole thing.
Because it lines up fine, and I think it even will release.
This has to come this way, or that has to go that way, which is going to make this problem worse. Can't go this way any further. These guys kind of screwed you here because this is in the wrong location. This has to go that way. Let's take this off and see what this is. You know, I don't drill holes in cars lately.
Yeah, I know.
But it's obvious. Now I see the thinking process that went into this.
Now before I get into what I need to address in this video, both these boxes and this front brush guard were all installed by a company based in San Diego called Aluminess. Or is it Aluminess? Aluminess. I truly believe they are a great company. They are solving a problem in the space of camper vans, which is sort of additional exterior modulation, storage, stuff like that. But with all that being said, after really digging into how these were installed with Bill today, I think it's worth mentioning something. To Bill's credibility, he went to school for engineering, he flew planes in the military, and now he has been a Delta commercial pilot for the past 30 or more years, flying planes like the really big 737s that fly international. So what he does in his free time is just take stuff apart, put it back together, and really figure out how stuff works. The reason why I'm bringing some of this up is I feel like today we really dug into how this stuff was installed, and it seems like the work that was done with these boxes just came across a little bit slipshod. The latch never was really latch, so once we dug into it, Bill was, let's just say, a little bit disenchanted or put off. For example, this is something that I would never really pick up on, but you can see the very nice weld that's done here on the top of the box, but they put a bracket right on top of the weld. You would most likely shave down this bracket here so this sits flush. You can see how this bracket just does not sit flush against the weld. If you look at this top bar of the latching mechanism, you can see that this one is about 12 inches and 1/4, while the other is about 12 3/4. Additionally, this 2x2 triangular piece of plastic right here is designed to be a shim, both to help lift the boxes and latch them, but also have something for the boxes to rest on, so all of the weight is not being singled out to this single latch. But as we close down the box, you can see that the shims are never actually contacted by the box or anything else. This is clearly not a final fix, but we put some fender washers underneath there to act as spacers. And now, when I close this box, you can see how it just sits right on top of the shim. It was supposed to be a simple bolt adjustment, turned into almost a 2 to 3 hour project of removing the door panel, re-drilling that hole right there, and many other things. Aluminess has never paid me. They never given me any sort of product. In fact, they even let Aluminess use Luna as sort of like a prototype for them to take pictures of new products that were coming for this year's Sprinter, because they said they didn't get a lot of these through the shop anymore because Luna is a little bit older, that they then use to market new product, use it for social media and use it for their website. And they didn't give me any sort of discount, any sort of, they didn't give me anything. a sticker, anything like that. It just seemed like the more and more we dug in to the actual installation, the way it was done, the way it was handled, there were some questionable things that it just felt like by the end of it, we were almost reinstalling what we had paid them to install. We did manage to get these things properly latching. What we actually had to do is literally take out the door panel on the back side and take this plate out and re-drill a hole in the side of Luna, which you guys kind of saw, and readjusted the positioning of this to make this latch actually line up and work. At least I can sleep better knowing that going down backcountry roads and just driving around with Luna, that I now have two sources of latches with these boxes rather than just one. A little while ago now, I had put out on the community page on YouTube if you guys had any questions, because last time I did a Q&A, it was before Christmas time, so it's been nearly 10 months or so, 9 months. So I figured with this sort of Sunday chill episode, I'd answer a few of those and some other ones that I get on Instagram and on YouTube. First one is actually from Liam Riley. Do you like filming summer videos better or winter videos better, or which season do you enjoy more? And I actually like summer videos a lot more. It's just way easier. The days are a lot longer and it's a lot more easier to use camera equipment in the warm weather rather than in the freezing cold when your hands are cold, the batteries are dying. And I actually enjoy summer more just because of the short days of winter. What lens do you use for those Milky Way shots? Thank you, from Samuel Houghton. I typically use a Canon 24mm f1.4 lens. Will you make a movie like Patience and Prudence for your trips this summer? Also, will you make a ski movie next season? Maybe not exactly like Patience and Prudence for my trips this summer, but I will certainly make something as kind of like a summer fall accumulation of all that stuff. And I will make a ski movie next season. I just don't know the format of it. Should I upgrade to a 7200 2.8 or a 150 to 600? Both would be Sigma. If I had to choose, I would honestly probably go to 7200 2.8 and get a 2x teleconverter. If you're trying to do wildlife photography, then I would hands down do the 150 to 600, but 7200 is just an awesome lens for so much stuff. When did you learn to ski / start taking it seriously to improve a lot? Just moved to U. I learned to ski when I was about 3 years old. I was put into ski school and just skied just about every single winter out here in Park City. But I really didn't start taking it too seriously until actually I was done racing cars and moved out to Colorado on my own for the first time. I was skiing about 60 days a year, so probably not until I was 22 years old. I'm curious about the little Santa on your dash. Is there a story behind him? That's actually a good question. My mom got me that for Christmas because she knows I love Christmas and decorations, but I'm a very sentimental person, so I just kept it up there year round because I feel like it just means that my mom is always riding with me no matter where I am, so I just leave the little Santa up there. What tires do you run on your van, and do you change them for the winter season? I have the BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain, all-weather tires that I ran all this winter actually without chains, so I am not going to be changing them for the winter because they are like extreme winter rated. So I didn't get that many questions on the post itself, but I just kind of went back through some of the comments in the videos. That's some recurring questions. Drop a question in the comments. I try to answer as many comments as I can, but that's enough for tonight. Squad is rolling out for a quick sunset mission here to finish off Sunday and begin the week. So my sister's friend came over and we're hopping in. Gonna go somewhere, I don't really know where.